Yeah, good evening, friends. It's always a pleasure to be here and to be talking to the media. I think today is a very great occasion when we are honoring Ravi Kant Singh, who's actually laid down his life in the call of duty. And I think if we do not respect such people who are laying down their lives for the maintaining the integrity of this country, I think then nobody in the future will do this. This is the kind of recognition we have to do for our fellow soldiers, sailors, airmen, police personnel, and anybody in any walk of life who is, working for the unity and integrity of our nation. So this is, I think, a great historic occasion that I have been given this opportunity by the DGP of Assam to be here, and I considered my privilege that I could deliver this inaugural address in the presence of the family members, including Dr. Nupur Singh. So I think that was indeed an honor. So I consider myself very fortunate to be here in Guwahati this evening. You have to look at the border as a whole with China. Don't just look at Northeast separately or Ladakh, what is happening in Ladakh. It is a border that we have with China. Well, you know that in 2020 we had a little bit of a problem, and issues now are being resolved through talks that are happening at the military level, at the foreign affairs level, and at the political level, in whatever way it is possible. So I think the issues that had happened, we should now let it dry and let it rest, and we are quite confident that we will be able to resolve our border issues. This is not the first time it has happened. Such border issues have happened in the past, and we have been able to resolve it. But since you have suspicions between two countries, they take time to resolve. Same thing happened in Sumdorongchu. It took a very long time to get resolved. In fact, this time it is resolving much faster than what happened in Sumdorongchu in the 80s. So you should have faith and confidence in your system, and especially in your armed forces, that they will not let the nation down. You know that our Western adversary is indulging in a proxy war against us. And you know what are the dynamics of a proxy war. So they will do anything that will disturb the peace and tranquility in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So whenever they find that there is semblance of peace happening there, they will create a situation that creates fear mongering amongst the people. Now what happened is, when some community people are killed, fear gets generated amongst the people, and therefore you will find that when the Home Minister has gone there, it is to give confidence to these people that the security forces, the armed forces, everybody, the state administration is with you. We will not allow this to be perpetrated day after day, and that we will bring the situation under control. So there should be no reason to fear, and I think you should not allow exodus to happen from the valley at all. And therefore I think this is what he has gone to assuage the people and ensure that the security forces remain alert, carry out effective measures to ensure that these kind of activities are not allowed to happen anymore, and we are able to develop and build confidence amongst the people to not get worried by such situations. Although the adversary will always try and do something. If we start falling into the trap of the adversary, it will not be good for us. I think it is for us, and particularly the friends from the media, for you all to try and convince the people that these are, short game things that the adversary is playing, and we should not fall prey to their propaganda and the kind of activities there. In fact, we should be shunning these activities. I think that's what I answered. I said, there is a proxy war being played. They will try and perpetrate an action that causes fear amongst the people. Our thing is to bring back confidence in the people that you should not get worried. Your security forces, police forces, anybody who is operating, the civil administration are capable of dealing with the situation, and therefore you should not get worried. We will ensure that these are not allowed to happen continuously, and that your safety and security is our prime concern. You see, the threat that we are trying to do is, firstly, the intelligence network is being strengthened. More monitoring is happening of the people there. You see, what had happened was, when peace and tranquility was emerging in the valley, we were trying to gradually allow freedom of movement to the people, because the moment the armed forces or the central police forces become more intrinsic, become more intrusive in the lives and livelihood of the people, they don't like it. People want some kind of freedom. So we are now, only thing is, we will have to now get back into this fold again and carry out some more activities to ensure that these terrorists are not able to carry out these activities. It does affect the freedom of the people who are living there. So to some extent, it will disrupt their freedom, their kind of movement that they are carrying out openly. But we have to make sure that all this that is being done is for your safety and security. Cyber threat is a threat to anybody in the world. Today you have seen that cyber disruptions, as you are bringing in technology, as more and more technology comes in, you have to ensure that whatever technology you are imbibing, you must protect your systems, because adversaries will build capability to attack your systems. So cyber threat is a growing threat, not just for the military, for every field. Today, your banking systems can be affected, your railways, your power grids, your waterways, anything can be affected. Anything that is using electronic systems can be affected by cyber security. So I think we as a nation we have to adopt a whole of nation approach to ensure that we build adequate firewalls, bring caution amongst our people not to be carried away by this, and ensure that you buy products which are secure in nature. You should not buy products which can threaten your lives and affect your daily lives. Today, even your television can carry out every activity. Your television can monitor you because there can be a camera fitted in your television. So do you want your privacy to be given away through this kind of a cyber threat? So I think every citizen needs to understand that cyber is a threat, and only if we all take collective action can we prevent this threat from not only affecting our privacy but also affecting national networks. Northeast is very much important to mainland India because of the way you are situated. I think we have to continue to foray into our neighboring countries. If you look at the way we move around, Chinese have a habit of using money power and economics to gain popularity in that country. But if you look at what our Prime Minister has given a clarion call, that we believe in Sagar, security and growth for all. I think that we have to continue to move on that mission. We should not allow this mission to go back in any way. We must make sure that we tell our neighbors that we are here as permanent friends. We are here to engage with you on equal terms. We consider all our neighbors as equal partners in the development of this region. So long as we are able to convince that in the long term we will be your friends, in the short term you will get monetary advantage from China, but at what cost? You have seen some of the nations what they have gone through, and if you want to fall into the same trap, the choice is yours. But so long as we continue to convince the countries that we are there to partner with you on equal terms, we do not believe we are not hegemons. We make sure that we share your values, we understand your values. We have rich cultural and historical linkages with this country. I think that is what we need to exploit. That cultural linkages are there, which have been developed over the years. It cannot be allowed to die down because of some action that one particular nation is taking in your country. And that is our strength, and we must exploit this strength with our neighbors.